Hey guys, what's the day? Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. I'm knackered today. Doesn't help that I don't feel very well, but anyway, yeah, knackered today. Last night was obviously Tuesday and it was our Google Hangout here, which was really cool. It was really nice to be able to talk to you all and, well, as many of you as possible, because I know there was loads of technical issues and stuff, but I always said that we would wing it as we went kind of thing. And I think people had issues because they didn't have the Google Hangout app, but hopefully I was able to answer all your questions and stuff. I'm going to do another one because some of you guys in the States have said that you couldn't make it because you like at work or something, so I'm going to do one at the weekend. Not sure when, probably in a month or something, because maybe another one so soon would be too much, but maybe I don't know, maybe at the end of the month or something. Not at the end of the month, maybe next month we'll do a weekend one and see if Georgie can come along again. And yeah, that'd be really cool. Do another Google Hangout. It was really cool. We can chat, can't we? It was 2.5 hours and we can chat. There seemed to be a thing that at 10 o'clock it seemed to stop people being able to comment on stuff. I don't know why. Maybe that's because initially I put it in for an hour, so I don't know whether it got to that point and thought she's gone way over her time, we must stop her. I don't know. But yeah, it was really fun. And then Georgie stayed and we chatted some, and Georgie took a load of Washy samples home with her. So yeah, we didn't end up going to bed in the end, so probably like 11:30, and then by the time we went to bed we were both really wide awake and couldn't sleep, so we ended up watching telly in bed. Like I took my Kindle with me, nothing like really in your face. It was kind of like one of my all-time favourite programmes is The Darling Buds of May. I love it and it's so relaxing, and we ended up putting one of those on so we could like not really watch it but kind of close our eyes to try and drift off. So it was at least gone midnight by the time we'd probably gone to sleep. Yeah, at least, because we only just gone to bed at like 11:30 and we were still chatting, so it must have been gone 12. This morning I woke up with a cracking headache. I've been feeling, like I said in a video, was it a couple of days ago, about my chest, and I don't know, I'm not sure if I've got a cold or whether it's the paint getting to me, because my nose is all like ugh, and my chest is still bad, and then I've got a headache this morning, and I just generally feel a bit meh. But John said today that his chest is a bit tight and a bit sore, so I don't know. It was supposed to be odourless paint, but it lied. Yeah, so I don't know. So at the moment, the girls are in the garden. It's after lunch, by the way. It's like 2 o'clock. I've got all the doors and windows open, trying to air the house out and stuff. Yeah, it's gone 2 o'clock, because this morning, firstly, I was just like, I just felt really shell-shocked and tired. And then I was kind of like just sitting on my computer doing bits and bobs, and I was just like, oh, I don't really know what to say. I do not know what to say today. So yeah, but the Google Hangout was really cool. I really enjoyed that. It was really nice to talk to you guys. I think a cup of tea might be in order. I'm always drinking tea, I know, but I likes it. What you are, oh, I nearly fell over. What you're looking at there is dashboards. I've been making dashboards and I remembered to sign them this time. I don't always remember to sign my dashboards, and I know a lot of you asked me to sign them. So yes, I've been making dashboards. Just need to hole punch them, laminate them and all that jazz, but that's what I have been busy doing. Whew. Well, today has pretty much been all about this. I've been down here in the dining room looking out of the garden. I've got the patio doors open. I can just about see the girls over there somewhere. I can see them, but it's not very good on camera. I've just been sitting here doing some work in my planners. As I spoke about, a lot of you may not have caught the bit on the Hangout last night, but I use my Kate Spade for my work and blog slash YouTube slash. I don't know why I always keep saying slash too much. And yeah, then my Floribunda is home and personal. And why I'm struggling with this cap of this pen, I do not know. I'm just so dotty. It's beautiful though, isn't it? Ooh, it's so pretty. Yes, and it's now 25 past 5. I had quite a few requests to share my cookbook collection, namely my vegetarian and vegan ones, but my cookbook collection in general. I don't know why I'm wiggling, but I'm wiggling. So I thought I would do that. It's 5:30 and I really need to start thinking about dinner. But I really can't be bothered. Do you just have days like that where you just can't be bothered to cook? Well, that's the day that I'm having right now. Excuse me. Woo, I bet you yawned, huh? Yeah, that's the day I'm having right now, is I really can't be bothered to cook. Just have days like that. I like cooking. I do like cooking. But then there's just some days I'm like, oh, gotta cook. Anyway. So I keep most of my cookbooks in there, which is a bit broken. It's been broken since we moved in and we haven't fixed it yet. It's just one of the list of things to do in the house. Anyway, so they're in there. Which is also where I keep my fruit and my bready type things. Oh, hold on. I don't know what's going on with it. I think it's because I tried to do it one-handed just then and I don't know what I've done to it. So in order to see these books, I have to hold them. I don't really use these books, so we've got Delia Smith's How to Cook 1, 2, 3, Delia Smith's Vegetarian, which is okay. See, it's okay, but it's really heavily oh god, I might not be able to do this. Oh, I'm just gonna have to hold and hope you can see okay. Delia's Vegetarian is very heavily cheesy. So if you're trying to cut out any cheese, it's not good. Then we've got, so by the way, yeah, most of these on the top shelf are not vegan or vegetarian. They're just books that I like and keep. Obviously there are some, oh, itchy eye now. Oh, there are some books that have vegetarian recipes in them, which is why I sometimes refer to them, or like desserts or other kind of stuff. So we've got Delia Smith's Summer Collection, Delia Smith's Winter Collection, and Delia Smith's Christmas. So that's all my Delia Smiths. Then on to Nigella, we've got How to Be a Domestic Goddess. I love that book, full of gorgeous baking stuff. If I can open this properly or get John to open it later, then I'll get it out and show you. Nigella's Christmas, again, an awesome book. And Nigella Express. I have to say, I do like my Nigella books. Some of these are out of order, but I'm not really OCD about my books anyway. So we've got Jamie Oliver at Home, Cook Your Way to the Good Life. Then this big green one is the Reader's Digest Cookery Year. My mum, it's the 1975 edition, which my mum got when she was newlywed. And when I moved out into my first home, she gave it to me. Then I've got the Ice Creamist, which is loads of really naughty ice cream recipes. I've got Jamie Oliver, Return of the Naked Chef, Jamie Oliver's Italy. Then we're on to, we've got the Vintage Tea Party Year. Got James Martin's Great British Dinners, which is signed because I saw him live on his book tour. Got the Hairy Biker's Perfect Pies, the Good Granny Cookbook, Miss Dahl's Sumptuous Delights by Sophie Dahl. I've got the Abel and Cole Cookbook and Ainsley Harriet's Meals in Minutes, and that's going to slide out. Oh, no, it's going to stay. Oh, you mean to say I just held that for... Oh, gosh, right, okay. So then onto the bottom shelf. These are the ones that I use most often. So we've got the Allotment Cookbook. To be honest with you, I've got the Complete Healthy Vegetarian. I never use that. So I lied. I never used that. Risotto by Valentina Harris. My mum bought me that. That's awesome. This is just a ring binder with like all our handwritten recipes in it and stuff. Got the Vegan Girl's Guide to Life. Got the 2 River Cottage books. I've got River Cottage Veg and River Cottage Fruit. I love both of these books. The fruit one is far more meaty. Well, duh and a duh. The River Cottage Veg book is 100% vegetarian and it's an awesome book. I love it. It's been well used. You can see it's all ripped and stuff. River Cottage Fruit has got a lot of meat recipes in it though, unfortunately. Got a Vegan Taste of Mexico because I'm well into my vegan food. Love my vegan food. This is John's. It's Crumb, the baking book by Ruby Tanda. Don't know how you say that. Got Appetite for Reduction by Isa Moskowitz. Used it quite a lot. Wouldn't necessarily say it's one of my favourites, mind. A lot of these vegan books, unfortunately, are quite American, which means you always have to, like, for me in Britain, I have to translate it both in terms of the terminology and also the weights and measures and things, and that frustrates me. And I'm not going to lie, I do like a modern cookbook with lots of photos and stuff in it, which they don't have. This was bought as a joke, but it is actually quite handy to refer to. What Will I Do with All Those Courgettes? Elaine Borish. We've had that for some years now. So this is one of my favourite vegan books, the Keep It Vegan by Amy Carlin. This is the one that I use loads and loads and loads. I also, as you know, I've been using this one like all week, Deliciously Ella by Ella Woodward. I bought the Forks Over Knives book because so many people recommended it to me. Everybody, and I mean everybody, kept telling me I had to get the Fork Over Knives book. But I'm not a massive fan, I have to admit. I've really struggled to gel with it. I have to say I do like a photo because I like to know, I'm a very visual person, and I like to, when I'm meal planning, I like to see what the meal looks like a little bit. And also when you're cooking, I like to kind of see whether I'm anywhere near the mark with what it's supposed to be. But in general, I don't know. I just don't seem to be able to gel with the Forks Over Knives book. The Vegenomics, this was very kindly sent to me through my other channel, which I don't have anymore. Well, it's still there, but I don't post on it anymore for review. This is a really nice vegetarian book, actually. It's really nicely, like, graphic design and stuff. It's vegetarian, so there is quite a lot of cheesy recipes in there, but some of them you can modify, but it is a really nice book. Next up, I've got the Veganomicon by Isa Moskowitz again. That's, again, everyone told me to get it because it was an amazing book, and I personally don't gel with it. I prefer the Appetite for Reduction. I don't know why, I just don't gel with this one so well, but you know, what hey. Got the Vegan Cookbook by Adele McConnell. Again, I was given this one by the same publishers as this one for review, and it's a really good book. I would say my favourite is the Keep It Vegan, second is the Deliciously Ella, and joint third would be the Vegan Cookbook and River Cottage Veg. Or maybe 3 then 4 if I really had to decide. If you told me if I was copying out, that's how I would do that. Happy Herbivore by Lindsay Nixon. I haven't used that so much, but it's quite good. All the recipes in there are really light and lean, as it says. Maybe I should use it. I've got A Taste of Mexico, Vegetarian Cuisine. I think I picked this up in a charity shop. Haven't really used it much. Maybe I should. More from the Accidental Vegetarian, Simon Rimmer. I used to use this quite a lot when we were just vegetarian, but since we've gone vegan, I haven't actually picked it up, and maybe I should try it again. Got Jason Vale, The Juice Master, Keeping It Simple. That's a really good book if you want to get started with juicing and making smoothies and stuff. Gives you some really good pointers if you want to kind of get some ideas of what to, you know, where to start. Preserved by Nick Sandler and Johnny Acton. This is a really good book. If you want to preserve your food, it's got things on like drying and canning and pickling and jamming and all that kind of stuff, and chutneys. That's really good. Got Live Raw by Mimi Kirk. A really good book. Do recommend it if you want to go raw. I don't have a dehydrator, so I don't use many of the recipes in here. but it's still really good and really aspirational. And one day I really do want to get a dehydrator, but they are quite pricey, and it's not something that I'm kind of like put right at the top of my like spending budget. So one day maybe I'll get it. Then we've got the Soup Bible, Deborah Mayhew. I bought this for John a couple of Christmases ago because lots of Christmases ago actually. It's really good if you want some inspiration for soups, because obviously it's only soups. These days we don't tend to use it because we tend to just boil up whatever veg we've got in the cupboard or in the fridge at the time that needs using. But it's a really, really, really good book if you want some inspiration for soups and stuff. Next up, we've got the Complete Book of Preserves and Pickles by Catherine Atkinson and Maggie Mayhew. That is an amazing book. If you want to make your own jams and chutneys, I 100% use that. I've used it so many times. I haven't really made much jam or chutney since I've been in this house, but I used to use it all the time in the old house. But now we don't eat so much bread, because we used to have egg and soldiers and toast every weekend, and now we don't do that. We don't really use jam, so I haven't really made my own. Next up, I've got Margaret's Baking Journey Around the British Isles. This was brought to us as a gift from John's mum, because Margaret is a lady who used to run a tea shop in Norfolk, and it was a tea shop that she used to, John's mum used to frequent a lot with John when he was a little boy and stuff, on holidays and things. So she bought that for us as a present. And then I've got Cooking for Christmas by Martha Day, which is another really nice book. It's got gifts and stuff in it. My favourite Christmas book, though, is the Nigella Christmas, followed by Delia's Christmas, followed by That Christmas. I do have some more books, but I kind of need to think about dinner, so I will show you those in a wee while. It's funny, I just stopped recording, checked my phone just as a text from John came in, and he said, do you want to go out for dinner tonight? Yes. So that I get out of the house for a bit and away from paint fumes. As I say, like, the thing is, right, I don't go out that often, and it's not because I'm a recluse or anything, or I don't like going out. It's not. It's just that I don't really have anywhere necessarily to go. I get my food shopping, like my grocery shopping, delivered about every 10 days or so. And the reason I get it delivered is because it works out cheaper, because I menu plan properly, and I don't spot things around the shop and put it in my trolley. And also because we live in a village, by the time, because delivery is free, so by the time I drive into the town, pay to park, and pay for my petrol and everything, I just save so much more money by getting my shopping delivered. And I get it delivered with Ocado, and I always save money with Ocado than I do any other supermarket brand. So that's why I get my food shopping delivered. I go out usually on a Thursday to see my friend and my best friend and her baby, but she works full-time, as do all of my other friends, and all of my other friends are dotted around the country and the globe. So yeah, they all work full-time, as does John. And then I'm like, where else did I go? I used to go out to yoga, but the yoga studio that I used to go to, they changed their classes and they no longer do a class in the daytime. Yeah, so I'm kind of like, I don't like the gym. I don't like the gym. I rather do workouts at home and stuff, but I haven't done any workouts for ages, so I'm really bad at that. So other than that, it's just kind of, if I go out, it's kind of just going out for the sake of shopping, and I'm not a big shopper. Not like, do you know what I mean? I don't mind shopping, but I'm not like, ooh, let's go shopping. So I don't always have anywhere to go, and so I just don't go out. But yeah, because the paint fumes bother me, I've been sitting by the patio door open to get some fresh air. So John was just like, do you want to go out tonight? And that's some time away from the house. And to be honest with you, if I don't have to cook, that's like woo-hoo as far as I'm concerned. So I'm going to show you the rest of my cookbooks, which are in the cupboard. So I'll put the light on, move the boxes out of the way and open the gym. Not sure if I'll be able to get in. Got some more cardboard down there that's to go to the recycling centre and stuff. Just don't judge, okay? I'm sure everybody has a cupboard somewhere in their house that is a little bit worse for wear, shall we say. Okay, so I had recently, very recently, we did a massive cull of our books, and just because we were hoarding them and we just weren't using them. And the trouble is, we always kept them thinking, oh, you know, you always want your books and stuff, but then there's always new books to be read and we just weren't reading them. So I got rid of a load of books, and some of them were cookbooks, and what we've got left is a bit now scattered around. To be honest with you, this book cupboard still needs a big sort out. We're massive book hoarders. So I've got the River Cottage Year here. Don't really use that because it's really meat heavy, but I just really like Hugh Fernley Whittingstall and his stuff. Organic, that's got some recipes in it. Then we've got the River Cottage handbooks here. We've got the Veg Patch one, because these are sort of like foraging books, and they sort of show you how to look for stuff that you want to eat, but also it's got recipes in as well. So we've got the Veg Patch, the Hedgerow, Booze, which has got alcohol recipes in it, and Seashore, which obviously we don't use the Seashore anymore since going from pescatarian to vegetarian to vegan. Again, the same with the Seafood and Eat It. Seaweed and Eat It. That's also that's a foraging book as well as a cooking book, which we don't use anymore. So I'm not sure why John kept it, really. Can I get in? Oh, here we go. These are some of my mixed media books, by the way. I've got this country baking, no, that's not what I was thinking of. Anyway, got this Christmas book here, which is part craft, part cooking. So random, isn't it? The night before Christmas next to it. Cupcakes from the Primrose Bakery, which is another awesome cookbook. Love that cookbook. Not vegan though, but I mean you can substitute egg for stuff. Jamie Oliver's The Naked Chef and Jamie Oliver's Dinners. I don't really know why they're in here and the other Jamie books are over there. Who knows? We've got The Essential Camping Cookbook by Nick Allen, and we've got The Campervan Cookbook by Martin Dorey there. I'm just trying to look. I know I've got some more, or maybe I did cull them in the end. Some of my Alice in Wonderland books up there. I collect Alice in Wonderland books. Not like, I don't go out of my way to find them, just if I find an unusual one. Ow, that I haven't got. Got the bread machine book there. We don't use that anymore since I don't have a bread machine anymore. I used to use it. And I think that's it. Yeah. They're mainly all John's books up there, and my books down here. And I think, I'm just trying to have a quick scan. Yeah, I think that is all of our cookbooks. As I say, I did do quite a major cull, so yeah, I need to get out of the cupboard now. One day we'll sort that book out, that book cupboard out. But do you find, I don't know, we hoard books because we always think like, oh, we'll reread that. And John rereads his books more than I do. But for me, there's just so many books out there that I want to read. It's like so many books, so little time, that I end up not rereading those books because there are so many new books that I really want to read. So yes, but I really should have I have had a big cull. We got rid of 10 boxes of books. We gave a box of books that we thought John's mum and dad would like to them, and then the rest of them we took to the charity shop, and we still have so many books. But to be fair, I always buy my books either from charity shop or from like Amazon Marketplace, so I don't feel quite so bad that I haven't thrown away like loads, got rid of loads of money's worth, because I don't really spend that much on books. Yeah, anyway, need to sort stuff out and then Ready for when John comes home, we go out to eat. Little pig, why are you stamping your feet? He's coming. Everyone's going crazy because Daddy's home and he's cutting up cucumber. Ready for a treat.
Oh, sorry about that. Hit me to eat when you had me dinner.
I just sort of looked at it and went, oh, is that it?
Wait for you.
Is that it?
Oh, right, no snatch.
This is not snatching.
You did.
Oh, so greedy. Greedy guineas.
Starving.
Absolutely starving, aren't they? They look famished, don't they? Wasting away.